And actually, my mom became my CFO. And we worked together professionally for my business. Hey y'all, what's up? It's Short and Stone here, but if you're new, you can call me Kelly. I'm a CANNA advocate, medical patient, and solventless foods entrepreneur. And on today's episode, I have a requested story time. We're going to be talking about how I got my family cannabis friendly. Let's get into it. But of course, we're going to be a session today. It's my channel. So grab your products and let's sesh together. All right, I'm just going to heat this up and go on in. I got some cookies and cream by Hello Mary. All righty. Well, just a little background while this heats up. I grew up in a very rural Republican area where obviously everyone was very against the plant, my parents included. Cheers. Yeesh. All right, so like I was saying, my parents, very against the plant. You know that generation, they grew up with the DARE program, very against anything they deemed as a drug. And they definitely totally disregarded the scientific and medical benefits of the plant and just considered it a very bad drug. Now, I never really talked cannabis with them before I ever started consuming. And once I did, I wasn't talking about it with them because I knew they would be against it. But once I started consuming and they started figuring out that I was, holy crap, that freaks out, calls me all the types of things, throws out my stuff, shames me, and, you know, valid. I was a teenager at the time, living under their roof. But I was also, you know, working, taking college classes as a high schooler, and dealing with chronic pain and having disabilities. So now when I turned 18, I got my medical card and I started just trying to have casual conversations with my parents about the plant, how it made them feel, how it helped me, just casually slip it into conversations. And at first it was really hard. There was a lot of pushback. They didn't want to talk about it, but they knew I had my med card and they knew I was doing it. So slowly started bringing it up more and more. When I moved out, I mailed my parents a copy of the Times magazine. They came out with a medical cannabis edition, and I mailed it to them and I asked them to, hey, if such a notable magazine can publish the scientific research about cannabis in regards to medicating, can you guys please check it out? Do your firstborn a solid, read about something that's helping me a lot. And they did. And it really helped them to understand it a bit more and see it in just a different light than what it was presented to them when they were younger. And I think that was key to helping them change their opinion, was again, just showing them new media that was presented in a totally different light than what they consumed younger to have such a bad connotation around the plant. So me having my medical card, showing them medical magazines, sending them little short movies on YouTube, and just trying to educate them the best that I could with the resources I had. It helped that I had a medical page online where I was helping medical patients connect with the plant more. But what 1000% changed my parents' opinions on the plant was I started a business. And not only did I start a business, I was making money. And I actually employed my parents to come help work the largest cannabis event in Pennsylvania in 2021. And even now when we're on vacation and I go and I enjoy outside, my dad now sits next to me and has his beer and doesn't scrutinize me for my consumption on vacations. Granted, I am now an adult, I'm engaged, I live on my own, I've owned my business for 5 years now, but it's just been so great to watch my parents' opinion on the plant completely arc. And now my mom even medicates with gummies to help her with stress and sleep because she's a CPA and we all know they probably need it right about now. I'm filming this on tax day, so thoughts to my mama. And actually my mom became my CFO and we worked together professionally for my business, for my edible brand. So again, I truly believe if my parents can change their opinions, I have hope that, people can change, You just got to present them with new information at a level that they can understand. And that makes me so proud of my parents. All right, let's have another rip. Why don't we? That was some cookies and cream before. We're going to go on awesome hash burger. But yeah, it just gives me so much hope. If my dad can break my pieces when I was 16 to now on vacation, he's enjoying his Bobby and I'm enjoying a Derby. Gives me hope. And even my sister used to snitch on me for my use, and then she went and got her medical card. But my sister did develop CHS. I will be interviewing her for an exclusive little 411 on CHS next month. But yeah, my whole family used to be so against it, like my extended family and stuff. And then come a couple Christmases ago, everyone's eating CBD cookies. And my great uncle's buying products from me. My other uncle's buying products from me. And they all used to be so against it. I think it's great. You just need someone to destigmatize through casual conversation and research and studies, because all the new research we have today was not around 10 years ago, let alone 20, 30, etc. So if you can just show them all the new research, especially if it's someone who's in the older generations. Well, and also, we're forgetting the biggest thing. I have been guzzling pharmaceuticals since I was a little tiny girl. I had my first major surgery, like reconstruction, at age 10. So my parents have seen me at my lowest of lows because of pain, and they've seen the quality of life cannabis has given to me without having harsh side effects of pharmaceuticals. Cheers to that. Because I'm a med patient, and if they truly love me, wouldn't they support something that provides me relief? Ooh. Yeah, that's a good one. Alrighty. I love working in the industry, though, because I've been able to connect my family members with clean, quality product, also from a trustworthy resource, That generation thinks you got to get from a dealer on the corner, but now we have medical dispos set up like an Apple store, and you have notable retailers online that can discreetly and legally send to your door, which I've been loving telling my mama about. And if I'm telling my mama about it, hell, I'm going to tell you about it too. So there are these gummies that you can get all different types, all different flavors, all different dosages. And these are by Moonwalker. I love these because, again, a reputable source. They have QR codes on the back that you can scan to see third-party laboratory testing. Love that for peace of mind. Again, that's something that my parents' generation didn't have back then. They weren't lab testing cannabinoids. What? Also, there's so many ways to consume the plant now to get families on board. Like my mother, she's not puffing away, but a drink? Ooh, these are my favorite seltzers. These are by Mellow. And a drinkable is so great because, no, not everybody might want a sweet treat or to puff along, but everybody has a drink. If anybody happens to be curious about some gummies or some drinkables, the details will be in the pinned comment down below with a special word to save some money off. I love these. And again, if I can recommend them to my mama, well, they're good. All right, y'all. I hope you enjoyed this little story time and sesh. Got a little more background and lore on me. And hey, maybe you learned something to help destigmatize the plant to somebody in your life. If you did, and if you enjoyed it, make sure to throw it a thumbs up and comment down below to keep the conversation going. I'm still a smaller creator, so I can comment back to literally every single one of you. Want to try it out? And hey, if you're new here, make sure to subscribe so we can keep session hanging out together, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an upload. If you're curious about my type of content, my previous upload was my bedtime routine as a medical patient with insomnia, and my next upload will be making some infused goodies for the holidays. I upload full-length YouTube videos every Wednesday through Saturday around noon MST, and a special one this Sunday for April 20th. And I upload Instagram original shorts every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So I guess I'll be seeing you real soon. Peace. And if you didn't hear yet today, just know that I appreciate you. Bye.